Biotechnology and risk factors. The most important areas associated with biotechnology, especially in the use of transgenesis, are human health, biodiversity, animal welfare, and poor communities. Now, whenever we want to assess the risk factors, we have to consider certain properties, which are: number one, source of DNA of the target gene, then non-target DNA segment of the construct used. The second most important risk assessment property is the site where transgene has to incorporate into the human genome. Next property, what is the product of the transgene? Now, and how they interact with the environment, with the molecules of the consumers. Then we have to look at the pleiotropic effects of the transgenic product, as well about the possible molecular changes that can occur in the transgene product. And the second most important property is the tissue specificity for transgenic expression, and the number of transgenic organisms and how they are interacting with the natural system. Now let's talk about the risk factors one by one. First is the human health. Keep in mind that 98% of the dietary DNA is degraded by the enzymes. And the use of viruses as vector is very much dangerous for human health, because they can integrate into the human genome and can cause cancer. लेकिन जब जीन थेरेपी सिस्ट के लिए हुई, यानी कि सीवियर कंबाइंड इम्यूनो डेफिशिएंसी सिंड्रोम के लिए, तो पता चला कि रेट्रोवायरसेस दे आर कॉजिंग नो रिस्क ट्राइवल्स इन द पेशेंट. So major risks lie in the use of novel proteins. These novel proteins or novel molecules, they can cause allergies in human beings. So this is one of the important risk factor. But the potential risks occur when the transgene is incorporated into the genomes of the host gut microflora, because sometimes the transgenic microorganisms, they become pathogenic organisms when they enter into the human body. Now let's come to the second risk factor, which is known as biodiversity. We always talk about the nature, about the animals and plants. We never talk about the marine or the aquatic life. Keep in mind that the extent of aquatic diversity is extremely large, but it is poorly understood. Now most of the people believe that there is direct or indirect effect of genetically modified fish in aquaculture. But most of the people believe that there is no difference between biodiversity risk from the escape of genetically modified organisms and from the fish which are genetically improved. So genetic modified organisms, keep in mind that they are obtained from the set of environmental circumstances by which they can take advantages conferring by the human circumstances. Then the third risk factor, the most important, is the animal welfare. Whenever we talk about the animal welfare, we talk about the those animals which are the draft animals, which are used in fashion industries, which are used for transportation or for other purposes. So we have to look at the food and the health of the animals as well. Now, number of research work has been done on the animal welfare, and researchers has observed changes in the coloration, in the deformities related to the teeth, then deformity related to the low jaw, which is known as acromegaly, infertility, or there is reduced viability. But researchers believe that by increasing the nutritional value or by adding zinc in the diet, we can solve these problems. The fourth important risk factor is related to poor communities. Here I have not used the word poor countries, because poor countries have rich communities as well as the poor communities. So poor communities have increased protective attitudes by the owners. So in the poor communities, it is very necessary that gene need to be patented. So otherwise, general public cannot take commercial advantages from these genetic modified organisms. So, similarly, there must be a regulatory system for the arrangement for the cultures, then release of dietary products, utilization of genetically modified organisms. So these parameters should be considered and regulated in poor communities. Hollerman was a scientist and he said कि जनरल पब्लिक स्पेशली डेवलप कंट्रीज़ की उन्हें बायोटेक्नोलॉजी की फील्ड से एडवांटेज लेना चाहिए, स्पेशली जेनेटिक इंजीनियर्ड प्रोडक्ट्स है जो कि एनवायरमेंटली फ्रेंडली हैं. दिस स्टेटमेंट ऑफ हॉलरमैन एनकैप्सुलेटेड द डिसएडवांटेजेस एंड बेनिफिट्स ऑफ द genetically modified organisms. So the perception by the public is very important because they play an important role in shaping attitudes of regulatory agencies.